Hello, this is Tales of Turam here again, guys. I'm here today with another Draconia game, the Marked Few, as we call it. I'm here today with, I believe, everyone that's meant to be here. We have Basilius, Gesh, Just Bill, Othin, Skelly, and V. Is there anybody else we're missing in this? Soup is supposed to be here every so often, but he doesn't want to. He doesn't have to. But that's really all. Anyways, yeah, we're here today with another game. It's Thursday again, so of course. Anything anybody wants to say before we start?
I'm inherently lost, but we'll do this.
Okay.
I hope the viewers enjoy the performance of the players and the DM tonight.
They won't.
Let's go.
Anyways, so let me go ahead and get some music playing. Some nice serene music, you know.
Music bot.
Traveling, I guess we'll do. Just for now. Adventure begins or serene? You guys choose.
Adventure begins.
Yeah, adventure. I like that one.
Okay. So, how's everyone doing?
I feel like shit, but we're here.
I'm using this as a test to see if I have to drop the game.
Cool. Anyways.
That's not good.
Euer Goblin.
That's fucking loud. Give me a second. Go ahead.
As to your session, it's called Himmelsbrecher.
Thank you.
The
Can you,
German-
type out how it's spelt, please? Or how it's said, so in my DMs?
How would you say it without any context?
Alright, I would say it. Hold on, as I'm getting this stuff set up. I would pronounce it Himmelsbrecher.
Close.
Anyways, we'll get to that. Anyways. So, I pull up my intro here that I wrote in 10 minutes. Last session, the party had moved through the area of the Dragon's Rest successfully, somehow. Only losing one party member, which they weren't supposed to lose him. He was just meant to get to the city and then fuck off, really. Fuck you guys for that. I had a cool story planned and all.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Yes, you did. Anyways, the party then got to the town, or the city, I should say, with some weird shit, met a new friend, and eventually made their way to Nadia's workshop, where she said, basically, what are we talking about here? So, as we descend, once again, into the Isle of Draconia, we descend upon the floating city, surrounded by the ringed mountainscapes from its southern to northern portions. As we pass through the countrysides of this magnificent breeze-filled land, we rise upon the lifting chains to the base of the city. The lower district is what it's called. Filled with brass and iron, the cobbled streets of this district are lined with shops and warehouses, too many to count, and automatons of magical as well as gearsmith creation to keep the city and its streets from falling to disarray. As we continue through the lower district, we pass through clouds of smog as we ascend through its winding streets and switchback roads until we find ourselves viewing a large, rocky cliffside, thousands of feet tall, with many different large leads and plateaus that make not just a flat cliffside, but an inwards. How do I explain this? Like, it goes up and then flat move in, up, flat move in. I don't know what that's called. It's not a gradient. I know that
Plateaus?
for a fact. Yes, and I already said plateaus. I'm trying to think of like the mathematical term of that.
Terraces?
No.
Wait, you mean graph?
Yeah, a graph version. What's that called?
I
couldn't think of it when I was making the intro. But just think, it goes 89 to 90 degrees. 80 to 90 degrees upwards, just straight. And then it goes just straight in with like flat or rocky surfaces of plateaus and different terraces, which are all covered in grass and other hanging pieces of vegetation that swirl gently in the breeze. As we ascend to the top of these gnome-reach gardens, we bypass many of the gnomish people that live in this district, bypassing the many greenhouses and small conservatories as we fly upwards, as well as the overgrown and covered automaton created to care for this region. Small skyships and individuals partaking in flying magic pass by our view as the winds pick up heavily. Wait, sorry, that's not right. Pass by our view as we continue to fly upwards, levitating as the winds pick up heavily and we crest towards the top. We see floating islands, small in size but still impressive, chained to this district, with impressive buildings built upon each of them. As we push forward, we approach one of these isles. A large, magnificent garden is shadowed by a clockwork and wooden manor, standing impressive and large along this island. As we fly through the manor, through its twisting and turning halls, we eventually push into a heated forge for tinkering and arcane smiths, a workshop. It is here that we find our merry band of strangers speaking with their gnomish friend, Nadia Micah, the Tinkerer. And that is where we start. So, as we begin our session, Nadia goes, "So, what do we want to talk about?"
Many things. Well, first off, I made a promise that we would fix up Veronica here.
Veronica looks towards you. I can wait until you are finished.
Oh no, I made a promise, and I would rather not forget. Lack of a brain and all.
You think you're the lacker of a brain, and I just like open my skull a bit from a crack. You've yet to see where the real brain is lacking.
You don't count.
You guys, as he opens his brain, you guys see a small, metal piece just fall out and hits the stone and metal ground below you.
I don't remember putting that there.
As you reach down to investigate the item, you pull up what looks to be this small brass cylinder. It's still pretty wide, and it seems to be it's hollow on the inside. It looks similar to actually, are any of you from Durath? I forget, besides Bill.
Let me double check, because I think there was something about Durath mentioned.
Definitely not.
9.
No.
Nope.
Okay. I think
I thought you'd mentioned
the only one that really would know anything about this, Skilly, it looks familiar to something you've seen long ago in the past when you're still a prevalent person on your crew. It looks similar to how do I explain this? So, after the God Wars, a lot of technology, the Second God Wars, a lot of the technology was lost. But some old technology was still used by those who sailed the seas or passed the mist wall. And when you did go through with your crew, you do recall certain weapons called firearms. And you've seen a few firearms since you've been back here, especially when you traveled to Durath recently. But the firearms of today are much less advanced. And you do recall hearing that the firearms of before the Second God Wars were gnomish in make. And as this thing falls out, it looks like a piece of spent ammunition, like a casing for the firearm. The bullet. But it does not have a tip to it, which you understand it is not filled with a bullet, but the casing itself.
How the hell did that get in there?
Try to explain what it even is.
That was my question. Yeah.
Unless in
turn
one
to
of my
the-
lifetimes I would have seen a firearm.
You may have seen them, but you never really got a good close look on them, and they don't have the same casings as these.
Fair enough.
DM, can I turn to the gnome? She's a gnome, right?
She's
The
already
tinkerer?
grabbing things off of shelves, pulling stuff. At the moment, she's wearing this. You guys can see the picture. She has this brown kind of commoner shirt on with an apron, her glove that she wears, some strange metal sapatons on her feet. But as she's walking around, she's starting to grab things and put it into her apron's pockets, and you see them just disappearing in. She grabs a few tools and starts to go over to the central part of the chamber where you see the two pyramids that reverse up to each other and then split in the center. But you go up to her.
Do you know know what that is.
Sorry,
Skelly.
Not pyramids. One of the cones. Continue.
I've got it like held up to
Uh,
my eye socket, looking at it.
She walks over.
I've never seen it.
No
I've
idea.
never seen anything like it. Okay, well that's the smartest one of us out. Well, how much you want for it?
I never said I was selling it.
Fair enough, fair enough. But if you were to sell it, what would the price be for it?
I guess I'd have to get it appraised. I'm not exactly sure what this was doing in
Anyways.
me.
Yes, we seem to have gotten off topic.
Yeah, we got way off topic.
Yeah.
Teacher, if you wouldn't mind, I'll draw up some schematics and whatnot. If you guys want to continue talking, I'll bring Veronica with me for a second. Veronica looks at her. I appreciate the concern. And she walks over with Nadia to the side where they start drawing up schematics. She starts opening like portions of her and looking in and writing down some things. You guys can now continue.
Well, as she goes ahead and writes some of those down, I'll be helping her with the construction. I trust she knows what she's doing at this point. That being said, we do need to figure out what all the markings upon us are.
Yeah, I'd say that held some prevalence
Oh yeah,
to our current predicament.
the markings. I do recall. You know the politician everyone's been talking about, Zai, right? He came over a few months ago. I think nearing a year actually. Maybe before that even. I can't recall the exact date. He wanted his bracers attuned with some magical tinkering or something. And he wanted me to take a look at something. She's saying this as she's writing things down. She wanted me to take a look at some things he had procured as well. And in the right light, it looked like he had similar markings to y'all's. So that's the information I had, mind you. I'm gonna keep working.
So it would be wise to find him.
It might not be wise to find him.
I throw the
Unless
casing of the
I
mag
have-
that I used. It looks like he's gonna be the first person we're gonna have to talk to about seeing what these are.
We'll have to be settled. I have some information to divulge now that we have a chance to speak freely. Going over the notes on that train cart contraption, I pulled together some information combined, and I nod to Skelly. With our
Is it just
encounter
me,
at
or does
the-
this man sound like a robot?
Yeah.
He's cutting out more than Veronica.
Yeah. Oh, he left.
He'll be back. Give
I
him a
think he's
sec.
rejoining, yeah.
14.
Down with the white mage.
This is what he does when he's
Yeah,
cutting
it
out.
happens.
It happens every once in a while.
15.
Alright, try again, man.
Am I okay? You guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you a lot
Yeah,
better
you're a bit better now.
My robot still.
I stand corrected.
Ah, fuck. Okay. I will join from my phone instead.
What?
Sounds good, Captain.
I have
Anyway,
no idea.
everyone's updated their character information in Marked Few, right?
I think so. Let me double check.
I think I have it updated, yeah.
Okay, just make
Yeah, I do.
You. Yes, I did update mine. Wait, how do we calculate the points again? I forgot.
Level plus the prevalence stat.
I have joined from my. Is this better?
Sorry, what'd you join
Yeah.
from? I couldn't hear it because Gesh was coughing over you.
I joined from my phone. Is this
Yes,
better?
much better. Continue.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, cool. I'm gonna continue from my phone. Okay. It might be wise to be cautious about approaching the Zai. I have information to divulge now that we're in a more secure location. Upon that cart train thing, I managed to, perhaps maybe decipher some writings from what I assumed to be one of the workers of the ship before they turned into those glass structure monstrosities. Combined that information with the warning that I received at the wreckage of the ship that the skeleton and I went to from a captain
Was not a
leads me to
skeleton.
believe. No, I know. I'm referring to the skeleton, like our party member.
Okay, my bad. I thought you said the skeleton captain. That's my bad.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I should have worded that better.
I wish I
I
was the captain.
Yeah, you wish. I learned some information. The cult of knowledge might be responsible for our markings. If Zai also has those markings, and he had them apparently prior to when we received them, at least that's my assumption, it may be possible that he's working with them, and the captain of the ship that we were on, I believe he was the captain based on his coat and some other things, he gave me an ominous warning that the cult of knowledge is planning something big and that they have Draconia, in his own words, by the balls. So I
He said
take
in their
that
grasp, not by the balls.
yeah, in their grasp. I take that to mean that they have infiltrated a lot of parts of this society. So this Zai, I believe, he's a politician. It may be rash to go to him immediately and divulge what we know. Caution is advised here. We can't trust that he's not in with the cult.
Then
Okay,
exactly
okay,
who
okay,
should we
okay.
seek knowledge from?
Gentlemen,
Hmm?
real quick. Gentlemen. Y'all are saying cult over and over again. Y'all know it's church, right?
The two are not mutually exclusive.
Exactly. So why are y'all calling it a cult? I'm just confused.
All right, since you seem so know-it-all, what's the difference between a cult and a church?
Cult's bad, church good. Easy. Next question.
Churches have killed hundreds of innocents in the name of their gods.
Name 5.
What?
It's
Uh-huh.
actually quite easy if you remember the previous campaigns of my game.
I've never been in your game before!
Exactly.
There's Shuguroth to some extent. Let me go through the deity.
I'm assuming you're mentioning the
That's not correct. at all.
churches that have killed rather than the death of individuals. Because I do believe that those gods are still alive, if memory
Listen.
serves.
We're getting off topic. Cult or church, whatever this thing of knowing is, obviously it has something to do with these markings.
Fair enough.
The cult
We're
of
going to
knowledge.
continue referring to it as the cult of knowing because to us that's what it is.
This group is responsible for the markings. I've also learned that the members of the crew of that ship that we awoke on, I'm not sure about you, Orth. From the papers I managed to scavenge from the ship, combined with the journal that I got from one of the cabin mates, I guess we can call him. I don't know their exact position, but they were normal people, especially the one of the journal I read. Apparently they were from Riverton or something in Durath, but that's not important. What matters is that they described that their captain and most of them were I guess in a way hired or employed by this, I'm gonna call it religion to avoid any outbursts. This religion of knowing, this cult of knowing, this church of knowing, however you want to call it, they are directly responsible for the markings on our bodies, and as such, thy having these without, from at least just from, NPCs, Draconian NPCs. From Nadia's description, he didn't sound alarmed, and he didn't draw attention to the markings either. That may be because Nadia is just a smith, and he probably didn't want to go to her for a problem like that. But just from this knowledge that we have, I'm going to move forward that Zai is not completely trustworthy.
Well, you
Well,
all
we-
may think that. Go ahead.
It may be best that we find someone to at least investigate these. I wouldn't mind trying to learn more myself, but I don't believe I have the, how do I put this, know-how in terms of biology. I am more of a non-living kind of person.
Well, you could say I'm non-living as well.
I meant in terms of the things I'm able to dissect and study.
Oh,
Mechanics and what? Mechanics, foods, locks, things of that nature.
Well,
what?
I'm thinking that we have a lot of questions about the church of knowing. So maybe we can all just head there and ask the head priest herself.
I doubt that. Frankly, if these warnings are true, it would be less than ideal to divulge what we have and the information we have.
We could simply pretend to be potential devotees and ask them what makes their church so special.
You know, Skelly, that might not be a bad idea.
That's-
Yes, but I don't volunteer.
Othin,
Me and
make
churches
me a
don't usually get
perception check.
along.
all of us?
Othin.
Oh,
Okay.
Othin, sorry, I didn't hear that.
Okay.
It's the first thing I said.
Yeah, I didn't hear you say Othin, that's why I said that.
What is my wisdom score? 1. Alright. Perception. 9.
9. Okay. Never mind. Continue.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm just saying. I can get us in. I'm pretty sure
Can
I
you?
know a few people. Yeah, we can go in, ask around. Shouldn't be too much of a problem.
You broke one of their recruiters' hands.
Yeah,
Are you
I
sure
don't
they'd be
know
so
how willing
forthcoming?
they would be to.
That was an accident. I don't know my own strength.
Accident or not, your actions are undeniable.
Teacher, I'm done investigating this Veronica, as you call her. Would you mind
Oh,
coming and helping me?
Yes, I would be happy to, as I'm gonna walk over.
You guys watch as they begin to try and aid Veronica. Go ahead and just make me... This should be an Arcana check, because this is a heavily arcane-based creature.
Oh, Arcana is one of my good skills.
And I'll give you advantage on this, because Mrs. Micah doesn't have as much.
Alright, given that I'd likely be using things such as Smith tools, Tinker's tools, can I
Yeah.
add my proficiency bonus since
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
using those
Yeah, and you
tools?
guys watch as, like, she goes over and she starts to take some pieces and help her teacher. You watch that, like, strange forge I mentioned in the center suddenly glows with blue flames. She's putting stuff in there, and you see she pulls them out in, like, small, like, magical, not shield, like, this strange... Think of Overshield from Halo. It, like, kind of glows around the items. She puts them in. You would recognize this immediately, Virus. This is, some sort of shield. This is arcane shielding. It basically helps prevent, should I mention, how do I say this? A degradation from the elements, for quite some time. It needs to be replaced every so often, but it's fine. You're basically just replacing parts that are broken and then all that shit, really. So what'd you roll for your Arcana check?
23.
23. The DC was set at 22 because this is a pretty damn fucking meticulous construction.
Shit.
So, as you continue to do this for the next few minutes, you guys watch as she does this. If you want to continue role-playing, you can. At this point, Gesh, as your character's just listening in on this conversation, what's going through their mind at the moment?
Yes.
Yes.
Might be muted.
You're not supposed to
Yeah,
think it.
there
You're
it
supposed
was.
to say it. Sorry.
Tough. He is just amazed at all those different contraptions.
Yeah, and you would recognize a few of, like, the prototypes that you would have known about from a while ago. This is Mrs. Micah here is a pretty prevalent military contract, and you would recall having met her a few times, but not many, in the last few years.
In the last, like, 3 years, not at all.
Oh, in the last... Yeah. Then maybe
Yeah.
you would have heard mention of her then instead. My bad. I forgot your background there for a second. Anyways. Gesh, make me a perception check.
Perception, okay, let me look at what was... Oh no.
I'm getting scared that everyone has to make perception checks.
You should.
My
16.
perception ain't great.
16, okay. Gesh, you look over towards the garage door, which, like, she opened it and closed it, And you watch it close. And then you watch it open again, and you see walking in, like, confused by everything, Bill. The strange man that was with you just comes walking in, like, rushing some hot air out of his face. Bill, you walk in through, like, this garage door contraption, through this manner of twisting hallways and whatnot. You're led by an automaton, but that just lets you go forward a bit, and leaves you. Is a large, few hundred-foot smithing room. You see that it descends on a staircase down to a central portion about 60 feet in. Many tables of brass and stone with different struts and different gears and different smithing pieces and metals and stone pieces, tools sprung everywhere, different manuscripts that seem to be placed in different places. You see in the very central is this large reverse coned area that stands about 3 feet tall, and above it is a reverse cone, well, a cone that comes down upon it, and you can see inside of it a roaring blue flame that kicks out every so often.
What? Oh.
You can see your allies all staring at you.
Howdy.
Oh, hey, Bill.
How the
Oh,
fuck
sorry about
did
your lizard
you get
friend. He
here?
died.
What?
It was an accident, I swear.
Go on, exploded him.
Bill, make a perception check.
Go on.
Not one. Virus.
Virus exploded him.
That's not... Go on, he doesn't have the accent, the heavy Indian
Right.
accent that you come from an American.
6.
6. Okay.
6.
Max. Oh, 6.
What? Wait, he died? Oh, damn it.
Unfortunately, I really did not want him to.
There's still
How-
pieces of him attached to the cart if you want to go look at it.
That's
What?
very
Why
fucking
are we
disturbing.
here? Who?
Oh, yes. So we are repairing Veronica. We are investigating the markings. We're discussing what we are going to do next.
Veronica?
Yes. I believe.
The
Oh,
robot.
yes.
At
you
this
went-
point, everyone, including Othin, who has a shit fucking passive perception, hear cling, 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 as something like this small, like, metal bucket is kicked from, like, about 30 feet from the right of Bill's, from the top of this area, down the stair, cling, 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 like it got kicked.
I'm gonna look
I'm gonna
over.
look at that.
Yeah, we're all
Who's
gonna
there?
look over.
I'm backing
Othin.
up.
Othin, as you hear this, you suddenly hear, fuck, from behind you, and you look back and there's nothing there. Othin,
What was?
who here has an insight bonus of +3 or higher?
I
Wait,
do.
I might
Nope.
actually. Yes, I have +3.
Okay? Gesh, make
wizard
me an
does.
insight check as well.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
making one.
No, Gesh does.
Oh.
You all
You said
recognize
as-
this
you
immediately
said-
because
you said it as well.
the
that's
ones
why
with
I
yeah,
asked.
the ones with insight checks of that high are fucking mages, so you know immediately what the fuck's going on.
That one.
Nat 1, Gesh, you're like, what the fuck? What? How did that bucket go flying? Basilius, Virus.
Yeah.
As this happens, like you both look over. Invisibility is the first thing that comes to your mind. I need everyone to roll initiative, please. As Othin, you feel a dagger come plunging into your back, and what is your AC?
My AC is fucking 14.
14. That is, let's see here. That's a critical hit against you.
That is
Jesus Christ.
unfortunate.
Okay.
Othin, you suffer. Okay, so because of its ability, it doesn't get triple the dice or triple the damage against you, because that's if it rolls a critical hit, not just if it rolls a lesser in my chance critical hit. So anyways,
Gotcha.
so you would suffer because it's using its knife. Plus Alright. How much HP do you have?
70.
You take 40 points of piercing damage as you feel a knife just jam straight into your back and cut through some of your veins, as you feel a dagger pulled across your back, as everyone sees a flash as a creature in dark blackened robes with like silver trimming to it just hits the ground with a bloodied knife, an assassin. As you see Bill One more charges at you, doesn't get advantage, invisible still though, so it gets normal roll. Sorry, I rolled twice. What's your armor class, Bill?
15.
15? That barely hits you.
No, I got 16.
Yep.
Damn it.
In technicality, it doesn't get sneak attack on this, so you take 4 points of piercing damage. As this one
Oh, no,
stabs
not
you,
4.
turns uninvisible, and you see, like, the other one, like, that was definitely invisible, just, like, on the ground, Bill, as you look over, and he definitely, like, fell and hit his head a little bit as he hit the bucket. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh, boy.
Hamon.
Wow, that
Okay.
fucking sucked.
+2. Let's go.
No.
It was like, oh, no.
Wait.
I thought I had my somewhere in accident, not gonna lie.
Othin took 40
Hold on, I
points
got
of
it, I got it,
damage
I got
and
it.
Bill took 4.
Or,
That's
bro, I
wild.
took 10 times as much. DM was like, you know what?
Seriously, the one time I have my fucking voice on open, right, ready for this shit, you fucking have it on your soundboard, motherfucker.
Because we got tired of you not having it.
Alright, Goblin, why did you put away the Zeus one?
Because we don't use it much.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair.
Zeus ain't the many campaigns anymore, sadly.
So, initiative. Actually, sorry, we'll do this initiative again. So, I'll say everyone state your initiative bonus, Basilius.
+2.
Okay, Gesh.
+3.
That's 5. Bill.
+4.
9. Othin.
+2.
11. Skelly.
+1.
12. V.
+2.
13. Someone roll a d20 plus... Othin, roll a d20 plus 13.
All right.
But this is some nice, calm
19.
Yeah, I'm
battle
getting to it.
music
Give me-
right
Give
here.
me a second, I'm coming to it. 19?
Bro.
I have advantage on initiative, so that is... Yeah, that is... yeah, anyways. Let me go ahead and get the music started.
Wait. Wait. No, he wouldn't apply that, would he? Damn.
Nope.
I was
Any
very
one of us
tempted to play-
maybe have alert.
I don't know, does anybody have alert? Because that's added to your initiative bonus.
No,
Checking.
Nope.
I
don't
am
think
so
No, I
tempted to
don't.
just go invisible, just not be in this fight.
I am tempted to take alert next level.
/stop, I think it is? No. / let's go here to the new bot that I'm using. So give it a second. Where is
We
it?
got feature rustic hospitality.
Disconnect. Maybe it's / play with this bot now. That's not the bot I want, is it? No, it is. Input the... There we go. So, as the forge grows hotter and these assassins seem to be revealed, you take the initiative. You guys have your bonus actions or movements you could use at the moment. The next turn, so we're doing it this way for the initiative at the moment. First turn, you can either use a bonus action or movement. Second turn, you'll get to use a movement or bonus action if you didn't use one already. And then third turn, you'll get your actions. So, who wants to take first, and who wants to do their movement or bonus action here? I allow it so that barbarians can rage instead of just having to move and then they get to rage.
Speaking of, I can see the assassin right behind me. When he attacked, he is now revealed.
Yeah, Othin, you immediately recognize. Actually, no. You make me a history check. No, this would be a religion check. Sorry.
Religion check. Okay, so would it be me or the other thing?
It'd be you. Actually,
Okay.
I'll say you get to choose.
Is it associated with the thing that one dislikes? Because I think he would have advantage on it, because that's like the last thing he saw.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Before we kick off,
tell it. Okay. He's going off of my mental score, so that would be -1.
with advantage.
That would be a 17.
All right. Immediately, an image flashes through your minds. Your small hovel, your small potions and books as you're starting to write things down and getting ready to summon an owl to send a missive to Zai's Plus, which is his name, which is fucking stupid. But as you're finishing up the letter, you hear something kicked in the back of your office, and you look backwards, and you see an individual of this same build and colored cloak with a dagger already in your chest as battle ensues and you manage to defeat them. And then an enforcer walks in, one familiar to you. You recognize these guys immediately, just with that knowledge, as assassins of the Cult of Knowing.
As that happens, you guys are gonna hear, "You came back to finish me off, had ya?" As you guys see a thick coating of white fur along with muscles start bulging as his face starts to stretch out and his jaw tends to thicken. And I'm going to transform into a spotted lion with my rage.
Okay. Are lions your CR?
Yes.
Okay, let me just make sure. What is the CR you can transform into again?
Half my level rounded up.
Okay, so that would be 3.
Yeah, so spotted lion,
Let me just
CR3
check.
beast.
Lion is a CR1.
Well, no, the spotted lion.
What the fuck is a spotted lion?
Do you have D&D Beyond?
I don't like using it much anymore.
My apologies. I can screen share it with you real quick.
Well, what book is it from? Because some books are banned, remember?
Bigby.
Bigby's fine.
Yeah, I think
Bigby's
it's
fine. Yeah, okay, never mind. You're good.
I thought you
Okay.
said Bigby's what?
In my previous campaigns, yes. And you like to fucking break the games, so I don't like you using shit like that.
I don't
Yeah.
Anyway,
break the
so-
game. You grab a damn subclass.
Alright, you guys watch as your ally for the moment, Othin, suddenly shrinks for a second, then his body goes quadrupedal as his muscles expand, his fur starts to pull out, as you've seen with druids before, some of you. Similar to a wild shape, Othin takes the form of a spotted lion and lets out a magnificent roar in the middle of this combat arena. Anybody else want to take movements or bonus actions?
How many bonus actions?
DM, just double check. The guy's right behind me, right? So I don't have to move in order to reach him.
Well, yeah, you'd have to turn around, but
Well, yeah, just turn around and then do the transformation.
yeah.
Is there a
What?
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 Skelly, you sounded like this.
Of course. I'm sorry. Do you have a tailspire of this or?
No.
Okay. Can you tell
This
us?
is
like,
because you guys
positions, like-
rolled. This guy's because you guys were being retarded earlier.
But he's seen nothing. There is no assassins in Bossing say.
Yes, Skelly. What do you
So
want?
what's our like positions? Like, do any
So
of the
you guys are.
assassins
I'll
look like
say
they're
you guys are. The closest assassin would be the one near Othin, which would be about 10 feet from you guys. The one that's fallen onto the ground is about, let's say, 100 feet, and the one that's like just assaulted Bill is about 120 feet. Except for Bill.
Okay.
Bill's been stabbed by him, so he's right next to him.
Yay.
Okay.
I will
So
say,
I guess-
Bill, as this one is stabbing you, you do notice like these strange markings across his arm as his cloak is pulled back as he stabs you, similar to your own. But his body is blackened, similar to what you saw on the Starbreaker, but it's not glassy. It's just blackened flesh.
Oh, lovely.
So,
Obsidian, not gonna lie.
bonus actions and movement, guys. It's been 3 minutes.
That's it.
Can
People have been talking.
I pull away from him so I'm not being actively stabbed? Is that an option?
You can use your movement to move away, but he's going to make another attack at you.
Never mind, I'll stay stabbed.
Okay.
I'm happy being penetrated.
I'm
Guess
gonna
you
start
don't want it, though.
moving towards Othin.
Okay, you get there. I assume you want to. So flanking works if you're on different sides of the creature, or if you're on the same side, you both have to make attack rolls at the same on your turn to get the flanking bonus. That's how I rule it.
Okay.
But so, as you're next to Othin, and I assume you go to the other side to flank, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just Othin.
You pull out your cane sword.
Yep.
As you pull out your
I'm-
cane
I'm-
sword, you just like flick it, and suddenly, it just the sides of it go from a cane to a blade as you pull it and hold it ready. Anybody else want to do anything?
Yeah, I'm just running towards the evil bastards.
Which one? There's 3 of them.
The one that is to my right the most.
Okay, so the one that's unconscious behind you to the right, 100 feet away.
We don't know where they are. You haven't told us.
I
He
literally
did.
gave
He
you
did.
the
He
information, V.
He did.
Sorry, I don't have a great room perception.
Just go to the one that stabbed Bill.
Yeah, just go to the
Okay,
one that's
so you move 30 feet closer to it. That ends your turn. Roll your bonus movement, sorry. Anyone else?
How far away is the closest one from me?
10 feet, as I stated.
I'm
Go to that
low-key
one.
just waiting for third action to attack.
Okay, are there any in the direct opposite direction of that one?
Not in the direct opposite, it's kind of like in an angle, but there's one that just stabbed your friend Bill about 120 feet from you in that direction, as well as one that's fallen over prone, not doing anything at the moment, about 100 feet in that direction. So,
Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and back up 35 feet away from this one then.
alright, you back up. So you would be 45 feet from them at that point, because... Wait, sorry, your movement is 35, right? Because you have Infiltrator?
Yeah, I have Infiltrator because I haven't been able to change it back yet.
Good to know, thank you very much. As you back up about 35 feet, looking around, you see Nadia is just, like, hiding behind Veronica's body. Actually, no, because technically, you would have been at Veronica's body. You would be about... You'd be... I'll say you get... I'll just... Because I fucked up on that positioning, I'll just say you went back to the group to talk for a second, and then this happened, just because. That's on me. But yeah, you back up 35 feet from it. Alright, and that's everyone's bonus action or movements, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else want to use a bonus action or movement, the one that you didn't use?
I'm good.
I don't have one.
Okay. Skelly?
Wait, actually, do I?
Can I make an unarmed strike as a bonus action?
I assume you have to use your action.
No. Yeah, I have to use an attack action, and then I can use.
I will say for the things like that, if you have abilities like that, once you actually do make your attacks when these ones, I'll allow it.
Okay.
Gesh, any bonus actions you'd like to use?
Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna do second wind.
All right. Othin, you're good, right?
Yeah, that's all my bonus action.
All right. Actions.
Okay, guys, can I do mine first? Is mine help
Yes.
out a little bit?
Have
Yeah.
fun.
I'm gonna try and make this less of an emergent issue. Try and control this a bit. I'm gonna cast Sleep with a 3rd level slot for 98.
Okay, and how big is the radius and how big is the range of that?
The range is 90 feet,
Okay.
and then
You can hit. Go ahead.
sorry, no, please.
No, the radius. Go ahead and tell me the radius.
The creature's within 20 feet of where I point, so 20 feet.
You could only hit one person. You have to choose one of the 2 people that are closest to you. You can't choose the furthest one. That's too far.
I'm gonna do the one on the ground, so he stays there for the moment.
All right, you hear go, and go ahead and roll. And you cast it at 30 level,
38.
you said? 38?
Yes.
You hear him go, oh, what the fuck? Oh, that feels better, thank you. It has no
Mother.
effect.
What?
These guys have more than 38 HP.
Motherfucker.
That's only slightly worrying.
Out of
It all
character,
sucks.
I am using the enhanced syndicate assassins.
That means
I
nothing
don't
to me.
even. I don't
I'm-
know.
I'm not metagaming. All I know is that my spotted lion has an attack.
Look, I don't care to look up any of this shit.
Yeah, don't look it up. I'm just letting you guys know. Anyways, I'll just say these are very deadly assassins. There is...
One of them tripped over a bucket.
Yes, because
They're
I
not
rolled a
very good
natural
assassins.
1.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I was rolling with disadvantage because there are so many of you. Anyways, so there is a different victory condition than just killing them all, just so you're aware, but if you do kill them all, you do win. Anyways, so, as Bill
Terrorist.
casts this spell, Bill, you realize these guys are strong.
Well, shit.
Who wants to go next?
I will.
I'm just making sure. So our automaton friend, like being opened up on a table.
No,
right?
Veronica's like still standing, and like you can see wires have been pulled and pieces have been put in. There are like open panels on her. She is unable to do anything. She is incapacitated.
Okay. Go ahead, Othin.
All right. I would like to make an attack action against the assassin. So
Sure.
at advantage because. Say again.
You're flanking, yeah, sure.
All right. Also, the lion has pack tactics, but yeah, I'll roll. Where is she at? Okay, so roll 2d20 plus us 8.
What's your roll?
I got a. Oh my god! I got a 12.
You know you can just do the
Holy
roll
shit.
and then add space ADV at the end for... Never mind.
I got. Yeah, so I got a 12.
12. As you go to slash the creature, it just goes against some leather armor underneath and does not seem to actually hit. Or deal damage, I should say.
Damn. Okay, that's my turn then.
Alright. Anybody else?
Skeleton, do you want
yeah.
to go?
Okay, I guess. Yeah. Can I go?
Yeah.
So how far away is the one nearest to Veronica? Even though I know they're pretty far away.
You moved away from it. They'd be,
Okay,
they'd be about 45 feet.
Good. We're going to do 2 lightning launcher attacks.
Okay. Go ahead.
So let's see.
This is just a random thing you guys got put on you because you kind of were fucking around too much, in my opinion. Well, you got shit rolls, I should say, not to mention.
14 and 12.
14 and 12. I believe. Let me check. Those are probably both miss. Yeah, those both miss. As you see the 2 bits of lightning go striking at it, he just dodges out of the way both times.
Alright.
Then go next if nobody.
I was gonna
has any-
say, Eel Spine, why didn't you use your extra attack?
Yeah, my apologies.
You can roll again, just here.
All right, I appreciate it, man.
Guys have done no damage so far. Shit.
I know,
Hey,
we're
man,
getting really
touched
bad
him.
rolls.
Yeah, you guys have
like
been rolling
it
below
is-
average on your attack rolls. That's the problem.
Oh.
Oh,
20? Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage. As
Okay.
you send these 2 lightning strikes, you see the guy dodge out of the way, but he, like, misses his step after the second one and starts to fall as the lion just brings its second paw up and just slashes him across the side. Go ahead and roll damage.
he also has to make a strength save.
True. What is his strength save? Ugh. 12?
That is a failure. He takes 16 points of slashing damage, piercing damage from the claws, and he is knocked prone.
Alright, you guys see the lion hits him upwards and he, like, starts to spin like when you throw a bottle in the air and then just lands prone on the ground. Just... That didn't feel good to him.
Poor guy.
He can use spotted lion and extra attack. Damn.
Yeah. Anyways, he's still breathing. He's, like, trying to get back up. Gesh moved away from him. Skelly, is there anything you would like to do at the moment?
I would like to stab him in the face with my sword.
You look down and just stab. Technically, you have 3 points of advantage from the pack tactics, the flanking, and the prone. So your critical range is reduced by 1 as per my homebrew rules.
Okay.
So if you need a 19 or if you need a 20, it's 19 or 20 on the dice.
Get a 19 right now, say less.
Additionally, instead of needing 10 above their AC, you need 9 above their AC.
Come on.
Hold on, I'm just reading something real quick. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't think I have any. So how would I type like 3 advantages? Do I?
You do.
No, you just...
Yeah, just roll 3 dice. So just 3d20 plus your modifier. Yeah.
I think I have a modifier.
You don't have a
Okay,
modifier
15.
to your attacks with your sword?
No, I don't think so.
You would.
Why not?
It's
I'm not
a
sure.
long sword, right?
It's a short sword.
Short sword, then it would be
Are
your
you not
dexterity.
proficient
What's your
with it?
dexterity?
Dexterity. Okay, +1.
No,
And
what
then-
is your
So basically-
strength?
Plus your proficiency.
Plus your proficiency of 3, so that's 4.
Okay. So it'd be a 19.
Well, actually,
It's Kelly, what is your strength?
yeah. What's
Okay,
your
I'm
strength?
sorry.
What's your strength skill?
My strength is. I've got proficiency with strength. So +6.
So it'd be +2 for your
21.
strength.
+3.
Okay, so +3, so that's 21. 21 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right. I'm sorry.
As you pull your weapon out, just stab him in the back. So it's the weapon damage.
Stab him in the spine.
+3. You have no other points of damage. Okay.
It says I have 2 attacks per action. Can I stab him again?
Yeah, sure. Wait, how do you have level 5? Okay, yeah, never mind. Continue. You stab him, then just pull your sword out and stab him again. Go ahead and make your roll again.
Remember to
Alright.
do your bonus action attack.
I
'cause,
will. I will.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, but that
so
one's an unarmed strike specifically.
+6.
Ooh, that's a crit.
Yeah, that's a critical hit. So
Oh, yeah.
that is 25. You would need a 26 to double crit him here, so you don't double crit, unfortunately. You do critical hit though.
And I have 1 for damage.
So
So
that's
4.
8 damage.
Okay, that's not like much at all.
You stab
And I
him.
guess-
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm gonna use my bonus blows and spend a key point.
You don't have to use
punch
Flurry of Blows. You can just punch him with your bonus action, unless you want to use Flurry of Blows.
I want to use flurry of blows because
Okay.
flurry of blows is 2 attacks.
Okay, go ahead and make 2 unarmed strikes then. Remember, it uses a key point though, and you only have a certain amount of those.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, he's a monk?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am. I got a nat 20.
that is a double critical hit. So go ahead and you have dice for your unarmed strikes, I believe. I think it's what
Okay.
is it? 1d6 is the monk, right?
Yeah, this D6.
Yep.
Okay, d6 plus your is it dexterity?
No, strength.
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 D6 plus strength. Go ahead and roll that. And then we quadruple
You can
this.
use strength-
Go
you
ahead.
can do strength for dexterity.
32.
32 points of damage as you punch him straight in the neck, and you hear as part of his skull breaks.
God damn.
And that was only for 1 attack because I used flurry
Yeah.
of blows.
Yep. As you punch him once, you then grab his hair and bring it up as you go for a second strike, dropping him onto your fist as you bring it up.
Jesus
Get another
Christ.
one.
I love the way you describe this stuff. 18.
You break his jaw. Go ahead and roll damage.
26 plus 4.
Bro, you're getting
Come
shit
on.
rolls, huh?
Yeah, I can't do shit for damage, but I
As
can
you
at least
break
hit him.
his jaw, he flips over and falls back onto the ground, still breathing but heavily damaged.
Average monk
Alright.
experience.
I'm sorry, this is my
Very
first time playing a monk, so I didn't really know like what roles are.
Guess, is there anything else you would like to do for your action?
Is there an enemy within melee range?
No.
Then I would just dash towards them.
So you're gonna run back towards this person you just ran away from.
No, I would run towards the person
Who's down, okay.
Wait, he's down?
No, Jesus Christ,
No.
Gesh. I explained this. You guys were right next to an enemy, and you said, I moved 30 feet backwards towards a different enemy.
Oh.
So that's why I'm like, okay, so you run away and then back towards him? No, so I'll say, because you said you're going to target that for that enemy that was on the ground before this one, I'm going to say you're running towards him.
I couldn't even get through with what I wanted to do at the very end.
What do you want to do at the very end?
I had wanted to intimidate him and say,
No.
"You better stay." What?
At this point, you've used too much at this point. Like, you just...
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. You don't really have too much free time to say, you better stay down, bitch, kind of shit. Anyway,
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
so guess you're about 40 feet from the one who's on the ground that's not being bullied by your friends. All right.
I would like to now, because everyone else is gone, I would like to cast Scorching Ray at 2nd level and target all 3 of them.
Okay.
One
so
for each ray.
roll 1 against the individual that's standing next to Bill, and then roll 2 at disadvantage because they are prone.
Okay. 1d20
Except pack
plus...
tactics would technically just cancel that out. So one of them at normal, one of them at advantage, one at non-advantage.
Okay. So 2 normal, 1...
Give me a second before you do this.
Okay. I'll.
Make an Arcana. Well, make a perception check first.
12.
12. Continue.
1d20 plus 8. Am I rolling 2 instances of non-advantaged?
One non-advantaged, one advantaged, and one disadvantaged.
Okay, so 1d20 plus 8. This is the normal one. 23.
That
Now
hits.
I'm gonna roll the advantage attack. Nat 20, 28.
Okay.
And
That's a double
1d20
crit.
plus 8 disadvantage. That's 12. I know that misses.
Yeah, 12 misses. So,
Alright.
the one that hits the guy who's on the ground who's been just assaulted by your friends is just a normal hit, so go ahead and roll damage for that.
Alright, let me.
I'm gonna be right back and use the bathroom. Just feel real fast.
Fortune Ray. It's just 2d6. Is this damage increased because we're in a forge?
I don't know. Roll your damage.
Alright. 8 fire damage.
It strikes into him. Doesn't seem to be too enhanced at the moment. It hits. The second one, this one will go for the one that you criticaled, so go ahead and roll damage, and then we'll quadruple this because it's a double crit.
Damn.
24.
It's 24.
Alright. You see this one gets hit, and Bill watches he gets pushed forward, and then you see the third one just goes flying off, and it hits, like, the bucket that just fell down. I need, Gesh to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh no.
As
It's always me.
it was filled with some sort of flammable explosive material.
13.
Okay, sorry about that.
13.
Right.
That's a failure. Gesh. You get flung back past your friends. You hit you hit Veronica's body, and she is just stationed there like a fucking pillar. As you hit her and just fall to the ground, you are prone, but you do also suffer, because you're on the edge of it, 13 points of fire damage. As you hit the side of Veronica, you just fall down. You see Nadia looks over and goes, "I just fixed that." Ah.
I'm sorry, it is my fault.
Is that end everyone's turn?
Did the guy on the ground
Yep.
suffer from that damage?
Yeah. He did. Technically, that was 13, and then 24. So give me a second here. Okay.
Don't worry.
You're watching as these other two are getting beat up at the same time. You're watching the individual that is being assaulted by your party is getting fucked up as well. Like, anytime they take a hit, you guys watch him just like suffer from it himself. You watch as some of, like, those the one that stabbed you, Bill, suddenly shimmers and disappears for a second before it reappears, and you watch the one on the ground just evaporates into, like, strange mist. Othin, make me a history check.
Gotcha. Intelligence. Oh, would it be me or the other guy?
Other guy.
Okay.
So advantage.
Let's see. +1.
Forget to type ADV.
-1. Too late, I already typed it. 14.
You do recall that during the battle, a similar thing happened. These assassins seem to use a strange cloning technique that allows them to put themselves out, but they don't have as much HP, and any damage they suffer is put into the main body.
And this is a dude. Oh.
The main guy is getting fucked up, mind you, because he didn't expect you all to dogpile him. He expected to get Othin out of there, kill the rest of you very easily. Nah, the monk just decided to do monk shit.
Oh, he tried to get me. He tried to get me out of it, bro. Could have put his hand over mouth and said like, shh. But nah, he was like, let me just stab you in the back. Fucking like the spy.
So
from
as he
TMT.
stands up, he's like, wait. He drops the knife. He's like, wait, we can talk about this.
I am my lion form right now. There is no reasoning with this nigga.
No. Wait.
He ends his turn. The clones disappear. We can talk about this, okay?
He ends his turn and the clones are gone.
Yeah,
Is it our turn?
it is your guys' turn. Whoever wants to take their
Okay.
bonus action or movement first may.
Can I take my action real quick and just grapple him to the floor? Like back to the
Sure.
floor?
Sure, he is not resisting as you grapple him straight to the floor. His knife is on the ground, scattered. At this point, do you guys want to end initiative, or do you want to keep going in initiative?
I say,
Let's talk.
Let me hold on. Hold on. Let me roll a wisdom saving throw real quick.
Guys,
I'll see if I can pass
we're-
it.
How about this? We talk to him, then we kill him when we got what we want out of him.
Yeah, we'll be like, yeah, sure, you can go. And the second
Yeah, you can
stab him in
live.
the ass.
You can live, bonk.
Maybe we are evil. Maybe
All
there was
right.
a reason we were locked away.
Hey, he attacked us first. All right, it's self-defense. It's
Oh, shut
self-defense.
up.
Guys,
It's just delayed self-defense.
All right, so you guys are gonna watch as the massive lion slowly starts to the flesh, the muscle, the fur, all starts to.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This guy stinks!
I hit about an accident. My bad.
See how I roll a
Damn.
d6.
Hey!
Accident.
Guys, this
Mr.
guy
Nice
has
was
120 HP, and before he even got to his turn, he was down to 10.
So
My bad,
you, guys
guys.
you watch as he starts to shrink down, and then I'm on all fours, and I'm like, where the hell am I?
Almost
And-
cool there.
Goblin, would I recognize this guy?
Well, you guys don't. So, as you guys like pull him down, I assume tie him up, right, with like some chains in the room. You guys like start to try and take his clothes off, and as you like take his clothing
What?
off and like his cloak to get a look at his
Oh,
face and everything.
no.
As you
Okay,
take his
okay.
cloak off, you can see that he's wearing like some baggy, like commoner sailor pants underneath, like some leather strips across his body, which you immediately take off, which are his leather armor. And he just has this, like, black, shadowy kind of skin, this shadowy kind of aura that just pulses against his skin. And, like, looking at it, this is definitely a magical enchantment of some kind. He has, like, these strange bracers on his right and left wrists of a brass color, and as you try to take them off, they seem to be magically locked onto him. You can't make out any details about him besides a large nose on his face, and you could barely even make that out. It looks like you're looking into pitch darkness when you look at him.
boys, can I try something?
Yeah, I know my
I-
face isn't pretty, but at least I have one.
I want to cast Detect Thoughts on this guy.
Alright, so the surface thoughts you get are... Fuck. I really fucked up. Shit. Good thing they can't read my thoughts. Ah, do you want to push deeper?
That.
I
wanna-
do want to push deeper.
Alright. I believe it's you make a wisdom saving throw, or is it him?
Let me spell real quick. You initially, as an action, I can either shift my attention. But if you probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving throw.
What's your DC?
16.
As you push deeper, you hear, "Oh, fuck. They're gonna kill me. Shit. I need to get out of Draconia. You know what? Darath sounds like a good place. Yeah. Maybe lay low in Riverton for a bit, head to Nipple, start a family there, start a little farm, berries. Some nice berries for fruit wine, I heard they grow nice this time of year. He's just making plans for his fucking retirement and just trying not to die, basically. If only I could
And
get
I
these
understand-
fucking shackles off, they wouldn't be able to track me.
Can I make an insight check to see what kind of berries grow well in Darath?
You can make a nature check.
Yeah, can I do a nature
Why
check?
would you roll an insight check on the bracer thing?
I will in a second. I'm just gonna comment on it in a second.
In a second, but first, them berries.
1d20. But yeah,
Roll play
that's
by Tessa.
18 for the berry roll.
So
Very
you know the natural landscape of Nipple, which is a bit deserty. It's getting towards the edge of the desert and towards Storm Ridge in the southern parts of Darath. It has a bit more rain in the area because it's in the Ryan district. It's just past like the cragged lands and whatnot of Castletown Ute and a bit further west of there. It does get rain, so many berries do grow good. There's this berry called a Dura berry, which is a beautiful grayish berry with like sparkles of purple in it. That's very like indigenous to Durath, as well as like these strange water-based berries that grow in like the cold mountains off on some other part of Durath itself. They grow them in they grow very few of them in Nipple, and Nipple is the alcohol like center of Durath itself. It exports away. It's where most of the dwarves live in Durath, because it's mostly human continent, because they are they are alcohol makers. These berries grow really good on the winter time because of the cold breezes that blow in from the Storm Ridge area, as well as the many different storms that blow in from the Storm Ridge's permanent storms.
Yeah. And now, can I make an insight check on those shackles?
I'll say you don't even need to do this with your passive insight. You just immediately recognize that he needs to get these off, and they seem to be a burden to him, and he knows that people are going to be able to find him if he has them on.
Shackles on the assassin we apprehended are burned into him?
No, they are
And
arcanically sealed onto him.
They are, okay.
You see, like, flashes of memories of, like, a strange ritual of sorts where, like, he trained and he's put on a table, and you see flashes of a normal human's face. Not too bad, big nose. He looks kind of Italian. And you see him on a table as, like, different needles are pushing into his skin, and, like, this magical liquid is being poured onto him. Yes, Skelly?
No, I'm sorry. No.
You see, like, he's being imbued with magical power and whatnot. And it seems his skin turns completely shadowy like black as soon as these bracers are affixed to him. And then you kind of feel who's there. And then you get pushed out of his mind.
All right.
I will say you do recognize... I'll say you recognize a person watching this, like, ritual happening. You don't recognize them implicitly, but you recognize vestments of blackish kind of color with silver and golden lining on them. Very filigreed kind of hats. He almost looks like he has a high-ranking position. You see what seems to be a black dragonborn.
Was a black dragonborn with many gold. Was it gold and silver or gold and white adornments?
Gold and silver adornments, but blackened robes with filigree.
And blackened robes with filigree on them. Okay.
Everyone outside, you guys watch as what's your character's name again? Mordrin?
Moros
just like places his hand on the guy's head, and you see his eyes suddenly glow, and Moros's eyes glow, and about 2 or so minutes pass, and you start to see blood starting to drip from this assassin's nose before Moros pulls out.
Was that voice who asked who's there this guy's voice? Because I heard it, or was it... Okay.
It seems to be a bit... It's his voice before the ritual happened. His voice seems a bit deeper and a bit more hidden in this form. But you could tell it was this guy's voice.
I smirk lightly. Your rot berries grow great in this time of year.
No, fuck with you. He goes, fine, what do you need to know?
First of all, it'd be nice to know why you came here.
We've been following you since the ship fell. We found you while you were sleeping, and they told us to investigate you.
And so you stabbed me in the back?
He wasn't even with us since the ship.
I know.
Yeah.
He's an unknown figure, which is why we got a little bit restless, and why our hiring purveyor got a little restless.
You get restlessly to stab somebody?
Hey, it wasn't my call. It was...
You could have just asked me a question and said, "Hey, what are you doing here?" I don't know. I found these guys that woke up.
Calm down.
And that would have been it.
But that would have given us away.
I got stabbed in the back.
That would have given us away, and we can't do that. That's not what we're trying to do.
Do you have a way?
Following us exactly?
And you see, like, a shock come through his mouth. Can't tell you that.
Everyone, please.
Keeping
Do you
an
have a
eye
way
on
to-
you. That's what I can tell you.
Do you
I
have a
don't
way to
believe him.
remove those
I say we
tattoos?
torture him.
Shut up,
No,
skeleton.
he
Do you have a way to
literally
remove those
can't
tattoos
talk.
from yourself?
Tattoos? You mean these bracers?
Yes.
I fucking can't, but a powerful mage might be able to. Mind you, he's like saying this, he's trying to pull his arms up, but they're like in chains completely wrapped around him.
That's fine.
Mhm.
He's... Whatever happened has weakened considerably. In my... I guess you could call it prime, I might have been able to help, but... I don't know about right now.
Where
But you are a non-threat. I wouldn't mind if you want to escape to that little... rain coastal village you seem to be so fond of.
Hey, it's a pretty good place. He looks at the rest of you. You can see he's like reading you for a second. Are you all trying to act tough, or are you just acting natural?
I'm watching this. I have no say in the
I'm-
matter.
The,
Like, as of right now.
I'm a
Quite
little
literally.
disappointed I was told to shut up after.
I'm literally sitting tuning my fucking lute. That's all I'm doing.
Virus is utilizing his fun little teacher aura, you could call it. You know, where it's like, I'm going to get you to tell me what I want to know.
Well, you all seem pretty peachy. Let me just tell you. I'd recommend getting off the island as soon as possible.
Trust me, I don't want to be here any longer than I have to.
Let's just say, the festival... Can't say that either. Let's just say the festival will be a light show.
Oh shit, you're trying to rush it up.
No?
Mentioned
Can I insight that?
Sure.
He's not telling us the whole truth. I still say we
about
torture
an
him.
event that would happen on the festival.
15?
I'm going to.
Yeah, he's not telling you the
Probably
truth, but he's not
going
lying
to
about
be
not blowing it up.
first.
Well, he's not sure about that.
I'm going to smack Skelly on the back of the head. It's quite clear he can't tell us but so much.
My skull just like clacks to the ground as I come.
Oh, right.
This is him.
Rude.
Forgot about that.
Alright. Do you happen to know if I examine these bracers on you, if it would alert whoever performed this ritual?
Fuck if I know. I just know that they could scry on them and probably find me wherever I go.
Oh boy. Okay. Well,
In fact,
would you...
he looks around. You might want to make sure they're not scrying on me now, because I knew I was going to try and kill you. Anybody who
And
wants
no.
can make a perception or arcana check.
I would like to make an arcana check.
I'd like to make an arcana check. My skull's like pointed straight towards the ceiling.
Well, I'll ask you once you roll. Basilius, what did you roll and what did you roll?
That was terrible. I got a 10 arcana.
Yeah, you look around and like this whole place is filled with arcane magic, so you're unsure. Gesh, what'd you roll and what'd you roll?
19 perception.
We'll get back to you. Bill, what'd you roll? What'd you
Oh
roll?
my god.
Bill, you're muted.
Bill Nye, this Nye, this Nye.
Thank you. A fucking 6 investigation.
Why did you roll investigation?
That
Because
wasn't
I'm
an option.
stupid and realized just now that was the wrong roll. Never mind, I didn't roll shit.
All right, yeah, you're like, huh? Things, ooh, shiny little bracers.
Ah.
They're made of brass. That's all you can figure out, or some sort of metal similar in color.
doing
Othin,
weird.
Up on the floor.
Othin, what'd you roll?
I got a dirty 20 for perception.
Okay, we'll get back to you as well. Skelly.
I rolled a 15 for
Four.
Arcana.
Arcana.
Okay, V.
19 Arcana.
Okay. Gesh, you're looking around. You can't really make anything out that's different. You see like shimmering in the air, but that's probably from heat from in different places in the room. Othin, you're seeing the same shit. You guys watch as Virus just like stares directly above you guys. And you guys look up and you see this like shimmering sphere that's just staring down at you.
Oh,
that
they're
always
definitely
there?
watching.
I
Nope.
stab the spear.
Alright? You stab up at the sphere. As you stab it, just passes through.
Can I counterspell it?
No. Counterspell is
Okay.
counterspelling. It's not dispelling.
Yeah.
Othin.
Well,
Okay, as I see this, I'm gonna look at it, and would I Othin know about this type of magic? Would I know that's something is prevalently used, or was this something above my pay grade?
Higher grade mages may use it. It's a pretty common spell by those who are looking for shit. It's divination. It's meant to be used to find people, items, or different places.
Okay. As I see this, I'm gonna. So everyone basically sees it, correct?
You recognize it as the scrying spell. All of you do. I'll say. You guys have
Can-
maybe once or twice had to use it in the past, or had someone use it for you.
Can I cast Mage Hand to slap it?
Cast Mage Hand, and the Mage Hand flows through it.
I'm like, guys, I
Literally,
think.
literally can't interact with it, right?
Oh well, can I? I want to try and well, I'll let Orthan do what they want to do first.
No, okay. So I'm gonna turn to the guy, and his face is just darkness, correct? And he's still wearing the hood.
No hood. You guys took the hood off, as
Oh,
I
you took-
fucking
took it
mentioned.
off.
Yes.
It's just darkness. Okay. I'm gonna turn to him and say, so you can't tell us who you work for. You can't tell us where you came from, and you have no other reason to give us information. Is that what I'm understanding?
I don't have all the reason to give you information, after all. After all, you have me at your mercy. But, I can't tell you. And he holds his tongue out, and you see there's a large, just a magical arcane sigil emblazed on his tongue.
Do you know any, I guess, messaging spells allow you to speak telepathically?
I know the message spell, but it's not that far of a range. Why?
Well,
That
we
could-
cut off
that-
your tongue, remove the.
It requires me to speak still.
Well-
Fellas, why don't we just have him talk with paper, or any other form of yes and no communication?
That
So
can
he's not-
work.
So he's not speaking the words, but he's also not.
The
Not speak.
yes
Well-
or no wouldn't quite work. However, the written might.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. I don't know why. You see his head just explodes,
Well, Amanda Waller's fucking working with
Well,
and the sphere disappears.
them. Okay.
Well, I think we delayed a little bit too long on that.
I told you we should have tortured him. As I pick my skull back up and put it back.
Torturing would not have
Besides-
worked either.
Does his
You don't
skin
know
go
that.
back to normal because he's dead?
No, the bracer's still.
Hmm.
Well,
Shit.
time to rummage
why
through
don't
his
we
shit.
just melt the bracers in the forge?
I would like to
It's-
investigate the body for any valuables.
Because, well, let's put it this way. He mentioned not being able to take off the bracers.
Kelly,
which
I'm
Yeah.
giving you
means
the help
there's
action.
magic in them, which makes them
And-
much harder to destroy or alter.
We can try anyway. Who knows? Maybe now that he's dead, it's gone.
Fine.
Did I... Sorry, no good.
As I will undo one of his hands and try to just stick it in me to see if that works.
All right, you grab the
Okay.
hand as Skelly is like trying to like pickpocket, and you put it into your furnace as it hits into your body. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh fuck.
I was talking about the fucking big force, not you.
It works.
Make a
I
con
swear
save,
if I explode
motherfucker.
right after saying it works.
Skelly, roll me an investigation check, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I was giving him the help action. You have the help action?
I don't think you can use the help action on.
Not
saving
you, not-
throws.
Not you. I was helping Skelly with investigation.
Oh,
I said that when you originally tried to make the roll.
okay. Do you mind if I get advantage then, Goblin?
Roll again, because I know you rolled once.
Okay, yeah, 14.
Okay, cool. V, what'd you roll?
9.
9. You guys watch as the bracer enters into her body and she just sits there for a second. You guys just see it's there, and you see it starting to corrode by turning red hot, and then just an explosion of magic. V, you suffer because you just destroyed a magical item.
Yeah. I didn't think that through all the way. I forgot magic items explode.
Well, in my game specifically. You suffer.
Okay, but you see, Veers would know that.
You suffer 20 points of force damage.
as just you see like my torso just half of it just flies outward, and just the rest of my torso reconnects.
In fact, everyone make me dexterity saving throws, because fiery slime is being ejected from the body.
Yeah, that's true, because that's what
I don't
happens.
know if you would allow. I don't know if you would allow this. Can I use shield to like block it?
Sure, yeah, you could use a reaction spell to do that.
Are you danger sense to get advantage?
Sure.
Can I cast reaction to deflect missile?
I'll allow it. It's sure.
Oh, dirty 20. Let's go.
Okay, you're fine. Skelly.
Yeah, I'm rolling.
I mean, wouldn't you still take fire damage because you have to still technically? Okay.
12.
So, you grab the slime, and as it's starting to burn, you just chuck it. I need you to roll me an attack roll, and I will roll a d4 here, because he has a shield up. Well, I'll roll a d3.
Okay, so
yeah, okay.
the deflect missile attack is 1d. Okay. Sorry, yep. 7.
7. Alright, you throw it, and Gesh's character manages to dodge out of the way. Gesh, what'd you roll for your dexterity saving throw?
7.
7? Okay. Gesh, you suffer 2 points of fire damage. Bill, what'd you roll for your save?
Fucking 8.
You suffer 4 points of fire damage. As you both hit by this goo and like you brush it off as it starts to burn you. You guys watch as the body, the left half of the body just starts to turn back to normal, and it seems like deceased human flesh. You see like gray flesh that's very like clammy.
Yeah. What are you made of?
Slime.
Okay,
Did you not
so
know that?
Just from the future, let's not put anything that we don't know what it is into a combustible object.
Oh no, you see, the problem is I forgot that magic items upon destruction explode. That's the other reason why we can't destroy it.
I'll say you guys realize these are this is probably adjacent to a common or mundane magic item.
I'm
Jesus
flabbergasted.
Christ.
You're an artificer.
Again,
I mean, I remember
How?
everything from my many
Why
years
did
of life. I stopped counting.
why'd you use yourself and not the forges in the room?
Because it's better if I explode rather than her forge. That's more expensive.
Nadia pipes up. The forge is meant to dismantle magical items.
Oh,
Precisely.
right.
Dumbass.
Well, it still worked.
Did not
we-
work. You exploded.
Well, you see,
Okay.
no. The goal was to destroy the item. It did, in fact, destroy the item. It also destroyed half my torso. Obviously, as I'm speaking, the slime is slowly returning to me.
Okay, this is hurting my brain.
That is disgusting.
You covered me in your weird goop flesh. I didn't quite like that.
Nadia,
quote that.
I have a question.
You're supposed to give people consent when you cover them in your goop.
Roll a d6,
Guys.
Skelly.
Everyone.
Peace out, bro! You too.
Oh.
Nadia, do you know how long it will take to fix Veronica?
Probably the next few hours, if I'm by myself. Maybe an hour with the help of my teacher here.
That'd be fantastic.
I will come back and help. Just give me like.
Join from computer
couple
again. We are not safe here.
Well,
It shouldn't.
now that I know people are following you, and she like takes her glove, and you see her like pull it back as she starts to press on it, and you see like small glows. You start to see magical barriers appear in here. I didn't have my defenses set up. My apologies. If anyone
Not
gets
your
in here
fault.
now, I'll know about it, and lesser people will be vaporized.
Will we know if the scrying
Lesser?
spell is cast?
Oh,
What determines someone as being lesser? Because I don't want to get hit with another bit of friendly fire.
Yeah,
you
it's
all
a
aren't
beast dog.
lesser. You're fine.
Why, thank you.
In fact, give me a bit of your blood, each of you.
I don't have any.
Okay.
Alright.
Bone matter?
I can give you some bone meal.
Actually, I actually have 5 of
She
them.
takes whatever you give her and throws it into the furnace. As you see it immediately incinerates. You're now given permission to come in and out as you wish.
Yay.
Fantastic.
Alrighty.
I
Okay.
literally just give her like a finger.
I give her like a very tiny tibula.
And I just give her like a shed scale.
Okay.
I just bring off like a weird vial of blood I already have on me.
Alright, now I'm going to help her finish with Veronica. Then we should probably see what we can learn about these markings upon most of us. I don't know if our new friend here has it.
DM, do I have it?
No.
Okay.
So
we
we
should-
will investigate that, but I wish to fix up Veronica and keep my promise.
I don't have to keep
I'm
mine.
still a little battered from the. Oh yeah, hey Bill. When you
Yeah.
were disappearing, going on your little adventure, we fought some cloud giants.
Yo, what?
Almost killed one of them.
That
Oh,
is how the
photos.
crocodile exploded. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's not
Oh, I forgot he died for a minute. I was
let's
happy.
not hype ourselves up for a second. Veronica almost killed one of the storm giants.
Question: do you guys know where the majority of his remains are?
They're incinerated.
Oh.
No, he was turned into weird crocodile. No.
And incinerated, yes.
Yeah,
He
and then
disintegrated immediately.
He was half destroyed, like half his
Not
body
even like
was
a
gone, but-
tooth or something. Damn it.
I know.
Oh, there's
unfortunately.
probably a
I would have
tooth
loved some
somewhere
new
over
boots.
there, but
Wait,
I don't
I
think we
have
have one here.
I have
Excuse
one of
me?
the scales.
New boots? Really?
Bill,
yeah,
have
I was
one of
thinking of
his
making a
scales.
handbag myself.
Gash, what are you trying to say?
I have one of his scales here, if that's enough.
You do?
When'd you pick that up?
I thought you said that one of his scales got stuck in mine when we crashed together that one time.
No.
But person, you kept it? If you
My character.
He just solid snake a crocodile scale stuck in his forehead.
Yeah. Like he.
No,
like,
you mean big
like, I thought
Anyways, what are your characters doing? It has been an hour or 2 hours at this point, guys.
Okay, so I think we're gonna all head off to the church to go and investigate because they just sent assassins at us.
Are you
And
sure
we-
you don't
no.
want to rest before we go there?
Oh yes, we
You
have.
kind of gotta. And I gesture towards Mass. He's still like currently
Yeah.
bleeding out. You're not looking too good.
Yeah, can we rest? I gotta go mourn.
Skelly, what'd you roll for the investigation check, by the way?
Oh, what did I roll?
14.
14.
Okay. The cloak is not magical in any generation. You do find what seems to be about. You do find his knife on the ground. It's just a normal like dinner knife, like a butter knife basically. But you don't know how it became so deadly. There's not really a lot on this guy you can find. Aside from the right armed bracer, which I'll say at this point, since he's dead and like the other one's exploded, you could easily take off. It just like it's like a manacule that it just has like a hinge on one side and like a lock on the other that just opens and closes. It has a few intricate runes placed on it, but the magic is not in there at the moment.
Duh.
Actually, I'll say there is a faint magic presence to it, but not much. Like it seems whatever enchantment is on it probably won't be able to be used.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna take that to the gnome. I found this on the assassin's corpse.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you could do with it? I'm
Maybe.
not too well versed in magic myself, so I'm not exactly positive what it even is.
Well, give me some time to finish Veronica here, and then I can continue and search that up.
No, certainly.
And she takes it.
So I think that
guess our next stop is a place to rest.
All right,
rest here.
DM. Well,
Mhm.
DM. So how do you run your short and long rests any differently?
Nope, did the same. You just
Alright,
can't take 2 long rests in a row.
Okay. So and it still takes the
8 hours, 1 hour, yes. You can also take a
Okay.
short rest for 8 hours if you wanted to, but it's better to just take a long
Okay.
rest at that point.
Yeah. Okay.
You
Would
will,
we be
you
able
do have
to?
to be safe the entire time, mind you. So you can't get a long rest if you're not sure you're safe. Like if you're in a dungeon, it's fine. But like if you're taking watches, it's fine. But if you're just out in the wilderness, everyone's sleeping in like the middle like of a battle-torn nation that's like been besieged by multiple monsters. No, then you can't get a long rest if you're just like at the edge of a border or something.
Okay. Then we'll be able to just quickly do a short rest because I'm fine to keep going if you guys are. But is anyone else injured?
I am
Uh,
almost dead. I'm still
I mean,
at 12 HP.
over this time, I've healed myself.
All right. Would we be able to just take a quick long rest, and then the next day we all head to the church? We all agree we're heading to the church to go and see what was going on. Either A, talking to them, investigating them, sniffing them out. We're all going to the church, right?
They
Yeah.
sent assassins after us, and our
I-
plan of attack is to go directly to them.
I will remind
Yeah.
you guys. I will remind you guys. Your characters are aware, based on talking to mages in the past and whatnot. Tonight is the beginning of the event called the Complete Celestial Solstice, where all of creation lines up. The church. There is an event tonight, which the church is apparently, due to this assassin's knowledge, is planning to do something. If you
Yeah,
wake up the next day, whatever happens, happens.
Let's
God
not do
damn
that.
it.
Let's go.
8 hours.
So-
It's still the middle of the day, so you'll wake up by nightfall.
That might actually
we take
be-
rest. We take.
And mind you, a long rest is 6 hours of sleeping, or 4 hours depending on your creature, and then the rest of the 8 hours is just non-strenuous activity. So you could spend 4 hours shopping, doing stuff, getting materials, doing that stuff, as long as it's not like combat.
Okay, guys. So just metagaming planning right now. We take a long rest for 6 hours minimum, and then for the other 8 hours, we go and gather supplies, whatever we might need, and then we go to the church. Because I'm assuming DM has a confrontation he wants us to engage in. We go there, we do that, and we see what happens from there. Any oppositions to that?
I'm opposed to going directly to them. I say we try to stop whatever festival shit is about to happen.
Yeah, maybe we should still investigate the festival.
Guys, they're doing it at the church.
You know
Yeah.
what? I'm
DM, is this correct?
with prostate here.
You know the church is planning, like the cult is planning something.
Then
well,
we go to the church. Why would they do? Why would they do something
And I will
nefarious?
remind
out in
you,
the open?
information you found out a year ago, a similar thing happened at a previous festival where the Church of the Knowing exploded.
You can still go to the church if you want, but I'm gonna go to the.
We cannot
can
split the
We
party.
can split the party too.
We
I'm
should
with
not
G-Spot.
split the party.
Let's split the party.
Let's not split the party.
Let's split the party.
As the DM here,
Okay.
you can split the party if you want to. Would not
I
recommend
just want-
it.
I just want to go wherever you have the thing set up at. Because if we go to the church, we can stop them there so they don't do anything nefarious. But if there's also if it's happening at the festival, we don't know where the festival. We know
The
the festival's there.
festival
we don't-
is through the entire city.
Yeah, that's one thing. We go to the church. I'm
Okay.
assuming it's not gonna be in a tiny little area. We go to the church, the source of the cancer, cut that shit out, and then the body's fine. The
Well,
city-
I'm not
a
going
lot
to
of
give you any more
things.
information. This is a lot of out-of-table stuff.
There's a lot of thinking, guys. I feel
Oh
like
my
we
God.
should do what our characters would do.
Okay,
Let's just go to the church. yeah.
church. Okay, so long rest for 6 hours. Everyone gets their stuff. We wake up. Does anyone need to do anything before we go?
I would like to shop a bit.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You're resting. Where are you resting?
Can we
I
rest
was
in
gonna
the
ask the
Yeah.
gnome if she has any recommendations for any.
Oh, you can
Didn't say
you can
anything.
stay here. We have a few extra rooms.
Okay,
Why?
let's do that.
Thank you very much.
That's very kind of you. Thank you.
We appreciate it.
So, as you all manage to get to your rooms and begin your rest for the night, Skelly, roll me a D100.
Okay.
Oh my god!
16?
Don't tell me Tailspire isn't going to open, bro.
Bro, I want to give you a hug. You need it tonight.
16
16
on a D100. 16.
on a D100. 16. I don't roll
Okay.
high
All right.
unless it's.
So,
In my game.
I don't have a map prepared for this.
This?
Othin,
Mhm.
As you guys are all sleeping, everyone, you start to dream your dreamy dreams, whatever you dream while you sleep. And you start to hear... Yes, Skelly? Go ahead, interrupt me. What do you want?
I'm sorry. I don't sleep. I meditate. It's for the magic. It's because I'm a skeleton. I'm sorry.
Roll me 2d10. Roll me 2d10. Roll me 2d10.
No.
Nigga, you
Shut the fuck up!
10 and 8.
A what?
A 10 and an 8.
Alright, 18 HP to the boss. Good to know.
Just shut everyone. Just be quiet. DM,
So-
continue, please.
As you guys are sleeping in your bed, rockabyeing, or meditating, fuck you, about 3 hours into the rest, you start to hear winds picking up. The 4th hour passes. You, Skelly, wake up, you're like, damn, the winds have gotten strong, and you go up to your window and you open the curtains, and you see, floating in the sky, about 500, 600 feet above the manor, a windstorm, like a hurricane, an inverse hurricane, is starting to form around the manor itself as a man in a cloak. A familiar cloak. One you've seen once, when he freed you from the Starbreaker. Is floating into the sky, holding a broken... What did I call it? Give me a second. Let me get his stat page open here really quick here. Commander... Okay, yeah, there he is. As he seems to be pulling. Where is it? He holds a shattered claymore with no blade to it to his chest as he begins to float up. As he's floating, high winds are starting to buffet the manor, as well as you can see lightning strikes of arcane energy are starting to push through, and you can feel arcane energy is pulling towards him as you see the blade is starting to form out of magical energy across this claymore up. And he's staring down at the manor as he starts to raise the sword up as it's now 10 feet tall, a 10-foot blade, as he raises it up above his head. Looks down towards the manor. And this is a familiar person to you, the man who rescued you from the ship. As he takes the blade and strikes down, pointing it at the manor, you watch as the shifting hurricane suddenly bursts towards you as this bright pillar, I'll say line, it's almost a pillar to you, but it's a line of magical energy and wind, heavy wind, about, let's see here, what's the, this mile-long line, 605 feet wide, of magical energy and wind, comes straight to the manor. You, Skelly, are the only one awake to hear this. Gesh, how do I pronounce it? Oh, I got it.
Himmelsbrecher.
You hear, in a tone that seems to radiate through the air, this angelic speak. Himmelbrecher. Or Himmelbrecher. Which, I will say, does anyone here speak Celestial? Because everyone else hears this radiating through their mind. You hear Skybreaker.
Oh shit.
I need everyone to make me Constitution saving throws as this pillar of light strikes the manor.
Did we get our long rest off?
Only you, Skelly.
Oh, bye. I did bad.
The rest of you are
The rest
halfway
of-
through it.
Okay.
Con +2. Okay, give me 1 second.
And mind you, this is like as night is starting to fall, like as the purples and blues are taking over the oranges and yellows of the sky. But you can't see those at the moment, Skelly. You could barely see those through the storm as rain and heavy lightning are striking as he sends this large pillar of light down towards you all.
This is gonna fucking suck.
Skelly, actually... this is interesting. No, you wouldn't know him. Let's see here. Who is old enough? Whose character here is, besides Skelly, is over 70 years old?
I am.
Okay, and V, how long ago did you move to Draconia?
Probably within the past 2 lifetimes, so definitely within the last 100, 200 years.
Good to know, thank you. Just making sure. You see, like, wings are spread from this man's back, Skelly, as he sends this thing down. What did all of you roll for Constitution?
15.
10.
20.
23.
11.
Gesh, Othin, you're the only ones that survive. Well, not survive, but...
Survive?
Save. As everyone else, Skelly, you look at this and you're like, fuck. As basically a Kamehameha with wind energy surrounding it just blasts. We pull out from the manor. And we watch as the manor is just bathed in this light that pushes through beyond even the island itself down towards the lake below for a good 3 seconds before disappearing. And all that's left of the manor is nothing. The top of the Gnome Reach Gardens. I think that's what it's called, right? Gnome Reach?
Yeah.
Gnome Reach Gardens has a large hole that goes from it through the Commons District to the lake below.
Bro, I don't think we survived this.
I swear to God, if I get blamed for this.
I would like everyone besides Othin and Gesh to make me a D100 roll to see where you end up.
Oh boy.
Okay. Oh, don't split the party, they said. And wait, I'll just fly. Oh no! Hey, let's go! I'm so fucking happy.
What'd you roll,
I'm
Skelly?
so far away from everyone else.
I rolled. Me?
Yeah, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 69.
Okay, good. Basilius, what'd you roll?
66.
Okay. V
5.
and Bill.
61.
Alright, everyone besides V, you find yourselves splattered. Not splattered. That's a bad word to use there.
Splattered.
You find yourselves shunted. As you find yourselves, like, in different alleyways, like, on different buildings, you bursted out of this beam into different buildings in the Commons District. As you look around, you can see each other. Virus. As you awaken, you're underwater. You recognize this water. You're in the lake below Draconia.
I don't have water breathing.
As your flaming body is starting to cause steam, I need you to make me an athletics check. And technically, you still have disadvantage because even though it gives you stealth normalcy, it doesn't give you athletics normalcy for wearing heavy
This is
armor.
true.
Wait, how hot is he?
Very.
She's
I
pretty
can
hot.
light paper just by touching it.
Wouldn't he at least be safe for a little while from the line frost
Well, it's
effect?
more so that she's... Sorry, what?
From the line frost effect?
What line,
Where
Frost?
where the water really doesn't touch him because the water
Yes.
That's what I
No.
said. Yeah, it's starting to steam, and now it's coming in. The
Oh,
water
boy.
boils a little bit around
Oh
her.
wait,
Now
I forgot
she's,
with disadvantage.
yeah, she's trying to swim to the surface to not drown is the problem. Because she was in the middle of sleep, got hit by this ray of magical energy. Mind you, out of character, anybody who failed would have taken 120 damage.
Oh.
Actually, sorry, who rolled a 16 or higher?
Me?
Okay. And then Gesh.
Me.
I don't think anyone rolled a 16 or higher. Never mind, besides you two.
Oh,
Good to
I rolled
15.
12.
But yeah, that's an almost insta kill. Mind you, that ability is a 3-turn ability. They have to spend 3 actions activating it, just so you're aware. But as you are currently in the middle of this lake, what did you roll?
I'm just gonna start making a new character sheet. That's an 8.
8. You're being pulled to the ground as the waves are starting to push you down. You can either doff your armor and let it sink below you, or drown yourself. It's your choice.
I can make another suit. I can
Can't
doff
make
it as an
another-
action. I will do such.
Okay. You start to swim up, and it's helping you because the water is boiling around you, pushing you upwards. As you eventually break the surface, you look up, and as you look up towards the sky, for a mile around Draconia, a circle of the clouds are just gone. The sky is clear, and you can see what seems almost like a shattering in the sky, like broken, like when you break a piece of glass, that kind of spidering is just in the sky.
A rift from Fortnite, got it.
That's not a good thing.
Wait, I was saying that. Hold on.
You should. The rest of you, you watch as this individual lowers back to the ground out of sight of you all.
We're not anywhere close together, are we?
That is where we're going to take our break for the moment. We will come back to in a little bit with a part 2.
Yeah.
I accidentally pressed exit, so no, don't exit. Stop.